Hello world! How are you doing? Oops, I need to put a light here. Just a moment. Okay, now it's okay. Let me see if my sound is good. I need to check the levels of my microphone. Um, I'm using what microphone am I using? Um, Here levels 71. No, a little less. 67. Okay, now it's good. Now you are hearing me loud and clear, more clear than loud. Okay, and this is good. This is very good. Okay, I'm here and welcome to my channel, That Guy from Brazil on YouTube. Or this show are also live streaming on twitch.tv/Pablo Marx every Thursday, 9 o'clock Brazilian time. Okay. Um, I'm from Brazil. I'm a guy from Brazil. I'm that guy from Brazil. And here in YouTube and Twitch, I try to learn development. I'm studying web development. And today, as you can see on the episode title, I will study NPM, Node, and maybe Express if the time is good for this. Okay. Where am I studying these things? I'm studying on Freecode Camp. Hello, we have a new viewer on the show. Let me open a new tab on my Firefox. I'm studying on freecodecamp.org. This is a free code school on the internet, and it's very good. It's free. It's no NGO, non-government organization, and there is no. I forgot a non-profit organization. It's a non-profit organization created by Quincy Larson, a good man, good person, and they try to teach code for free and with interactive lessons. It's very good. It's a very good site. I can't be tired to talk about how good FreeCodeCamp is. Well, today I'm going to study Node on FreeCodeCamp. If you want to study more about Node, you go to their curriculum and go to APIs and microservices certification. Oh, yeah, this is another good point about FreeCodeCamp. Once you study the lessons, you can get a free certification. For this, you need to make some projects, not so easy projects. Some are easier, others are harder, but you have to make all the 5 projects to earn certification. So you can claim your certification after that. It's very good. It's very interesting. I already have two 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 certifications on FreeCodeCamp, and It was a very interesting experience. Okay, so let's start. I will read this and make the exercises. You can follow me. If you want to talk to me, if you have, I don't know, some question about Brazil or some questions about Portuguese as a language, or some questions about programming for novices. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to say novice. Let me see. Translate.google. Uh, let's see. Novice. Let's see how is the pronunciation of this word. English.
Novice.
Novice. Okay. If you have some questions to a novice programmer, in this case, I am a novice programmer, you can ask me anything and I will try to answer this for you. Okay. So let's get started. APIs and microservices. Until this point, you've only used JavaScript on the front end to add interactivity to a page, solve algorithm challenges, or build an SPA. But JavaScript can also be used on the back end or server to build entire web applications. Today, one of the popular ways to build applications is through microservices, which are small, modular applications that work together to form a larger whole. In the APIs and microservices certification, you learn how to write backend ready with Node.js and NPM, Node Package Manager. You also build web applications with the Express framework and build a People Finder microservice with MongoDB and the Mongoose library. Okay, this is a nice introduction. Let's start with the first course, Managing Packages with NPM. NPM, the Node Package Manager, is a command line tool to install, create, and share packages of JavaScript code written for Node.js. There are many open source packages available on NPM, so before starting a project, take some time to explore so you don't end up recreating the wheel for things like working with dates or fetching data from an API. In this course, you'll learn the basics of using NPM, including how to work with the package.json and how to manage your installed dependencies. Dependencies. Okay, let's get started. First challenge. Oh, okay, Replit. Let's start. How to use package.json, the core of any Node.js project or NPM package. Working on these challenges will involve you writing your code using one of the following methods. First, clone this GitHub repo and complete these challenges locally. 2. Use our Replit starter project to complete these challenges. 3. Use a site builder of your choice to complete the project. Be sure to incorporate all the files from our GitHub repo. When you are done, make sure a working demo of your project is hosted somewhere public. Then submit the URL to it in the solution link field. Optionally, also submit a link to your project source code in the GitHub link field. The package.json file is the center of any Node.js project or npm package. It stores information about your project, similar to how the head section of an HTML document describes the content of a web page. It consists of a single JSON object where information is stored in key value pairs. There are only two required fields, name and version, but it's good practice to provide additional information about your project that could be useful to future users or maintainers. If you look at the file tree of your project, you will find the package.json file on the top level of the tree. This is the file that you'll be improving in the next couple of challenges. One of the most common pieces of information in this file is the author field. It specifies who created the project and can consist of a string or an object with contact or other details. An object is recommended for bigger projects, but a simple string like the following example we do for this project. Author Jane Doe. Add your name as the author of the project in the package.json file. Remember that you are writing JSON, so all name fields must use double quotes and be separated with a comma. Okay. Now I need to create a site. GitHub repo, complete the challenges locally. Submit a link to your project code source. I need to put the link to my follow the author key. Okay, let's start. How can I do this? Let's start with the GitHub repo, boilerplate npm, backend challenge boilerplate, package.json, run on Replit. Replit GitHub free code camp boilerplate npm. So I think the easiest way is to using an Replit 2. I don't like Replit to be very camperboard.repo.co to be very frank, very hello William. I'm trying to remember how to say I'm be honest. To be honest, I do not like Replit. I think it's very slow, but okay. I already cloned it to my boilerplate npm. Okay, let's just go with free code camp npm course. Public, it's public. Okay, always on. No, do not need to keep publish. I'm publishing, and what will gonna happen? Do I need to? Okay. Discovery image. No. Publish. I do not need a description. Allow comments. JavaScript. I don't need more. It's oh, I need to select a file. It's free code camp. Where is I do not know what is. Explain a little bit. This is my code for NPM course on freecodecamp.org. Do I need? Okay, let's use this. Now I can publish, okay. Now I need to come here to package.json and put my name as author of the package. It's a little bit slow, as I was saying. Replit is very slow here on my home. I do not know why. William, is my streaming right, or it's unstable? My live is unstable, right? I think I need to close some tabs here and here. Okay, I think it's good now. Let's see the chat. Open the chat window here. As I was saying, it's not working here. Readme server Replit. The the files simply do not open. And where can I open this? Can I run this like free code? Let's just take this. Could I do this? Free code camp npm course. dot Pablo dot REPL dot co. Is this REPL waking up? And I have no idea if this is working. Node.js listening. Yeah. Okay, it's open. Okay, it's running. And but I don't know what is righted. Open tab. I can't open any code here. It's terrible. Let's try reload the the page. Okay. Let's the last time I used Replit, I had a very poor experience, even on my streaming. My stream was very poor too. But for now, here on OBS, it's green, right? Oh, oops, right here. It's green, it's look good, but I do not know. Let's see if this opens. Okay, it's open now. Server.js. Uh, here, how it uses, um, it uses Express. I don't know Express very well, but precodecamp.com. Okay, they try to public. Oh, so this file server.js, it runs a little node server, and they can read my package.json when they access this site. So API package JSON. If I come here in the running repo and put oops and put this at the end of the URL, API package.json, I can see the package.json. So this way, script start main server. Okay, so this way I can come here in package.json. I can add what they need. I put a comma here, author here, and they ask me to put my name as author, Pablo Marquez. So now if I requested, okay, now if I refresh this, let's see if if it's automatic. I don't know if it's automatic. Let's see. Okay, it's automatic. So package.json, it's right. Okay, so I can take this address and put it in here as my solution link. I've completed this challenge. They will consult my site and okay, it's correct. Let's see if this is working this way. Let me just delete this Control X and let try again. Oh, packet.json should have a valid author key. They don't get the tests, so it's working. They are really verifying my code. Running tests. Okay. Submit and go to next challenge. William is with us. William Garcia. Say bye to William. Okay. Uh, Add a description to your package.json. The next part of a good package.json file is the description field, where a short but informative description about your project belongs. If you someday plan to publish a package to npm, this is the string that should sell your idea to the user when they decide whether to install your package or not. However, that's not the only use case for the description. It's a great way to summarize what a project does. It's just as important in any Node.js project to help other developers, future maintainers, or even your future self understand the project quickly. Regardless of what you plan for your project, a description is definitely recommended. Recommended. Here's an example. Description: a project that does something awesome. Add a description to the package.json file of your project. Remember to use double quotes for field names and commas to separate fields. Okay, let's go. This is simple. I just need to put a comma here and add a description. And this description will be: this is my npm lesson on free code camp.org. Let's reload here to see if it's updated. Okay, it's updated. Now I can just let's put this URL here, and it's okay. It's easy. Add keywords to your package.json. The keywords field is where you can describe your project using related keywords. Here's an example. It's an array. This brackets in JSON describe it's kind of a list. So you can put a lot of words here, the keywords, comma separated, and this will tell this is a list of words. As you can see, this field is structured as an array of double quoted strings. Add an array of suitable strings to the keywords field in the package.json file of your project. One of the keywords should be FreeCodeCamp. Okay. Let's do this. It's easy to, oops, no, okay. A comma here, a comma there, keywords, and open the array here, free code camp, and npm and learning. Okay. And now I can see here again if this is working. Okay, it's working, and I can paste here the address. Right, submit and go to next challenge. Ask me later. Add a license to your package.json. The license fields is where you inform users of what they are allowed to do with your project. Some common licenses for open source projects include MIT and BSD. License information is not required, and copyright laws in most countries will give you ownership of what you create by default. However, it's always a good practice to explicitly state what users can and can't do. Here's an example of the license field. MIT. Fill the license field in the package.json. Okay. I usually not make my code as MIT. MIT is a license that means you can do whatever you want with my code. You grant to anyone any right to your code, so they can copy, they can sell, they can make modifications and start a business uh, around it. So MIT, I don't have any problem with it. Let's copy this again. Let's MIT. Okay, let's paste the address here. I've completed this challenge. Okay, next, add a version to your package.json. A version is one of the required fields of your package.json file. This field describes the current version of your project. Here's an example. Add a version. This is version 0.1.0. This is my first version. Why 0.1.0? We will learn about semantic versioning, and it's very interesting. I think we will see it in moments. Okay, next challenge. Expand your project with external packages from npm. One of the biggest reasons to use a package manager is their powerful dependency management. Instead of manually having to make sure that you get all dependencies whenever you set up a project on a new computer, npm automatically installs everything for you. But how can npm know exactly what your project needs? Meet the dependencies section of your package JSON file. In this section, packages your project requires are stored using the following format: dependencies, package name, and version, express version. Okay. Add version 2.14.0 of the moment package to dependencies field of your package.json file. Moment is a handling library for working with time and dates. Alright, moment 2.14. We have dependencies. The first dependency is express. The second is moment. Let me see if it's moment or moments. Moment. Singular. Moment 2.14.0. Reload here. Okay. And let's put the link here. And I've completed. Okay, it's going all right until here. Now we will find out why I put 0.1.0 as my version. Versions of the npm package in the dependency section of your package.json file follow what's called semantic versioning, or SEMVer, an industry standard for software versioning aiming to make it easier to manage dependencies. Libraries, frameworks, or other tools published on npm should use SEMVer in order to clearly communicate what kind of changes projects can expect if they update. Knowing SEMVer can be useful when you develop software that uses external dependencies, which you almost always do. One day, your understanding of these numbers will save you from accidentally introducing breaking changes to your project without understanding why things that worked yesterday suddenly don't work today. This is how semantic versioning works according to the official website. The first number is major, the second number is minor, and the third number is patch. The major version should increment when you make incompatible API changes. The minor version should increment when you add functionality in a backwards compatible manner. The patch version should increment when you make backwards compatible bug fixes. This means that patches are bug fixes and minors add new features, but neither of them break what worked before. Finally, majors add changes that won't work with earlier versions. In the dependency sections of your package.json file, change the version of moment to match major version 2, minor version 10, and patch version 2. So let's change major 2, minor 10, patch 2. Minor 10 and patch 2. Let's understand this a little better. I know William knows a lot about Android. Let's imagine if Android used SEMVer or semantic versioning. Imagine we are on Android 11, and imagine the version of an Android is Android 11.1.3. Every time Google and other developers of Android fix a bug, they increment the last number of the version. So there's a new bug fix. So the next version is Android 11.1.4. Another bug fix .1.3 plus 1.1.5 and so on. So on. And if they add another feature, like if you write an app, you can now grant access to the name of your user without asking for permission. And this feature didn't exist on version 11.1. It's a new feature, so we need to put Android 11.2.0. And after that, any bug fixes will increment the last number again, 11.2.1, 11.2.2, and so on. But if they make a change that breaks the compatibility with the apps, for example, if your app accesses the camera of the device, now you need to change your code to continue using the new version of Android. So this version that break backwards compatibility. So you need to change the major number version. So this changed to Android 12.0.0. This is semantic versioning. It's very useful for developers because when your one package, for example, this code here we are writing, it's saying that we depend on Express and we depend on Moment. So, for example, if a new version of Moment comes and this new version is 2.11.0, I know my code will continue to work with Moment because the first number doesn't change. It didn't change. If the first moment, if come a new version of Moment 3.0.0, oops, this major version is different. So something won't work with my code, and I go to Moment documentation and see all the changes, and I can see if some change will break my code, and I can adapt my code to the new version of this package. It's very useful way to know if my code is still compatible with my dependencies. So let's see, I did the change here. Let's reload, okay, and I can paste it here. Running tests, okay. Next challenge. Use tiled character to always use the last patch version of a dependency. In the last challenge, you told npm to only include a specific version of a package. That is a useful way to freeze your dependencies if you need to make sure that different parts of your project stay compatible with each other. But in most use cases, you don't want to miss bug fixes since they often include important security patches and hopefully don't break things in doing so. To allow an npm dependency to update to the latest patch version, you can prefix the dependencies version with the tiled character. Here's an example of how to allow updates to any 1.3.x version. In the package.json file, your current rule for how npm may upgrade Moment is to use a specific version, 2.10.2, but now you want to allow the latest 2.10 version. Use the tilde character to prefix the version of moment in your dependencies and allow npm to update it to any new patch release. The version numbers themselves should not be changed. So let's see. Let's just add a tiled here. Tiled here. Okay. Nope. No. No. Now it's a tiled. And we paste here. Moment. No. Reload. Okay. Next challenge. Use caret character to use the last minor version. Similar to how the tilde we learned about in the last challenge allows npm to install the latest patch for dependency, the caret allows npm to install future updates as well. The difference is that the caret will allow both minor updates and patches. Your current version of Moment should be tilde2.10.2, which allows npm to install the latest 2.10 version. If you were to use a caret as a version prefix instead, npm would be allowed to update 22 version. Okay. Use caret to prefix the version of Moment. Okay, so let's put a caret here. And now we understand what's going on here. We can here, in fact, we are asking to install the latest 4 version, not just 4.14. Okay, let's reload here. It's okay. Let's paste here. Okay, and let's run tests. Okay, 90%. Remove a package from your dependencies. You have now tested a few ways you can manage dependencies of your project by using the package.json dependencies section. You have also included some external packages by adding them to the file and even told npm what types of versions you want by using special characters such as the tilde or the caret. But what if you want to remove an external package that you no longer need? You might already have guessed it. Just remove the corresponding key value pair for that package from your dependencies. The same method applies to remove other fields in your package.json as well. Remove the moment package from your dependencies. Make sure you have the right amount of commas after removing it. So I can just remove this and remove this comma. Let's reload this. Reload. Okay. And let's paste here. I've completed this challenge. Okay. I've learned everything about npm. For sure, this is not everything, but at least we know a lot of package.json. I usually don't update Android through. They fix one bug and there comes 2 more bugs. It's right. It's right, William. I installed Lineage OS on my wife's smartphone, and every time a new update comes, she updates her phone, and sometimes things don't work. The last time she updated, YouTube app stopped work and looking for a solution. I think I need to root her phone now and install Magisk. I don't know how to work exactly with Magisk, but I think it's necessary to make YouTube work again. YouTube app doesn't recognize the Google Play services installed on the phone, and I don't know why. It was working before uh, uh, a Lineage update. It's it's exactly what you just said. They fix one bug and there comes more bugs. It's the Hydra. It's Hydra heads. You cut one head, come two more. Well, let's continue with Basic Node and Express. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime that allows developers to write backend server-side programs in JavaScript. Node.js comes with a handful of built-in modules, small independent programs that help with this. Some of the core modules include HTTP, which acts like a server, and File System, a module to read and modify files. Node, you already know that JavaScript is the language that runs in your browser, like Firefox, Chrome, and Edge and Safari. And Node.js is a way to run JavaScript outside the browser for other things unrelated to HTML, an HTML page and CSS and other things. So you can write programs, a lot of programs in Node, and these programs can run on a server on the internet. You can make sites with Node.js. You can make web services with Node.js, but you can also make desktop apps with Node.js. NPM, for example, I think it's written. Excuse me. I think it's written in Node.js. Um, In the last set of course, you learned to install and manage packages from NPM, which are collections of smaller modules. These packages can help you build larger, more complex applications. Express is a lightweight web application framework and is one of the most popular packages on NPM. Express make it much easier to create a server and handle the routing for your application, which handles things like direct people to the correct page when they visit a certain endpoint like /blog. In this course, you will in this course you learn the basics of Node and Express, including how to create a server, serve different files, and handle different requests from the browser. Okay, so let's start. Let's get started with the Node. Meet the Node console. Working on this challenge will involve you writing your code using one of the following methods. Use the Replit starter boilerplate express. Okay, this is another boilerplate, another Replit. Let's close this. Let's clone this Replit. Oops. Let's back one page here. Okay. And let's use Replit again. Have I said I don't like Replit already. Okay. Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo. While this is running, let's continue. When you are done, make sure a working demo of your project is hosted somewhere public. Then submit the URL to it in the solution link field. During the development process, it is important to be able to check what's going on in your code. Node is just a JavaScript environment. Like client-side JavaScript, you can use the console to display user debug information. On your local machine, you would see console output in a terminal. On Replit, a terminal is open in the right pane by default. We recommend to keep the terminal open while working at these challenges. By reading the output in the terminal, you can see any errors that may occur. Modify the myapp.js file to log hello world to the console. Let's see this. It's loading. It's loading. Boilerplate. Let's just free code camp express course. Okay. Okay. And introduction to basic Node Express challenges. Let's understand what's going on here before. Package.json. It's not going to open. Open tab. Server.js. Open tab. Myapp.js. Open tab. And none of this will open. Let's reload the page. Loading. I gotta go. Thanks for the live. It really help us to understand more about programming. Good night. See you. Thank you, Will. Thank you, William. Goodbye. Have a good night. I think you are working tonight, so good job. Good work. Um, Let me see. Myapps.js. Okay. Package.json. FCC learn node with Express. Okay. Version dependencies. Express body parser, cook parser, FCC Express background, and main server.js. Okay, so when we start our script, it will run server.js. It's a write on Express app. It will import my app, okay, as my app. And where my app background, set up background app, my app. Node is listening on port, background log. This is some way for they understand what I am writing. Var express, var express, var app express. Okay, so I need to put a console log here. Console console.log and put hello world. Hello world. Oops. Yes. Let's run. It's the first time they are running my Replit, so they are installing all the dependencies that are here on package.json. They are installing Express, body parser, cook parser, FCC Express background. It may take a while. Repo.co. Oh, sorry. Milka didn't like my sibling. How can I say in English? I do not know. Waking repo. Waking up. Mm. Oh, oops. npm start. Okay, we are almost there. We're almost there. Node server. Okay. And I will see. Hello world. Okay, node is listening on port 3000. Hello world. It's logged. Okay, so now I can take this and put it in here, and they will verify my code. Okay, submit and go to the next. Start a working Express server. In the first two lines of the file myapp.js, you can see how easy it is to create an Express app object. This object has several methods, and you will learn many of them in these challenges. One fundamental method is app.listen port. It tells your server to listen on a given port, putting it in running state. For testing reasons, we need the app to be running in the background, so we added this method in the server.js file for you. Let's serve our first string. In Express, routes takes the following structure: app.method, path, handler. Method is an HTTP method in lowercase. Path is a relative path on the server. It can be a string or even a regular expression. Handler is a function that Express calls when the halt is matched. Handlers take the form of function, rec, res, where rec is the request object and res is the response object. For example, the handler function rec res res.send response string will serve the string response string. Okay. Use the app get method to serve the string hello express to get requests matching the slash or root path. Be sure that your code works by looking at the logs, then see the results in the preview if you're using Replit. Note, all the code for these lessons should be added in between the few lines of code we have started you off with. Okay, so app get methods to serve string hello express to get requests mapping root path. So I think I need to do this. App express, so I need to put app dot get. Now I can put the path root, and now the handler function rec res, and I need to put a send res send in the response string hello express rec dot send hello express, and this is it. Now I need to reload. Let me see. Let me reload, refresh this. No. Put it here. No, I think I need to reload. npm start. Okay. I need to reload. It's reloading. Rec send is not a function. Oops. Oh, res response. Yes. Stop. Run. Nope. npm start. No, I need to stop. Stop. Run. Let's reload. It doesn't reload at my res. Okay, now I need to update this. Stop, clear, Control C, stop it. Okay, everything stopped. Can I just Control C? Okay, npm start. Will it run? Oh my god. Ctrl C. Okay, stop it. I just want to update my function res.send and it's not working. Oh my. Let's just reload everything. Leave page, okay. Right, okay, they don't updated my okay res. Okay, now it's ready. Run. Let's run this. Oh, finally. Okay. Now just copy this, paste it here. Okay, submit and go to next challenge. Serve an HTML file. You can respond to requests with a file using the res send file path method. You can put it inside the apt-get route handler. Behind the scenes, this method will set the appropriate headers to instruct your browser how to handle the file you want to send according to its type. When it will read, then it will read and send the file. This method needs an absolute file path. We recommend you to use Node global variable dir name underline it's sub underscore dir name to calculate the path like this. Okay. Send the views index.html file as a response to GET requests to the /path. If you view your live app, you should see a big HTML heading and a form that you use later with no style applied. Note, you can edit the solution of the previous challenge or create a new one. If you create a new solution, keep in mind that Express evaluates routes from top to bottom and executes the handler for the first match. You have to comment out the preceding solution or the server will keep responding with a string. Okay, so let's just change this. Response will change it to res send file. Is this send file, and the path will be dir name plus slash views slash index.html. Okay, I need to stop and run again. Stop and run again. npm start. Ay, ay. Why it is not updating? Go to definition, change code, copy command palette. My app. I will copy this because I know when I reload here, it will be this old version of the code that will be here. No. Strange. Control C and let's reload again. Connected. Let's run. Oh, hello HTML. Do not use until challenge 12. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Now it's good. Let's see. Views, index.html, public style. Okay. And here, solution link. Go here. I've completed this challenge. Okay, submit and go to the next challenge. Become a monthly supporter. Ask me later. Serve static assets. An HTML server usually has one or more directories that are accessible by the user. You can place there the static assets needed by your application. Style sheets, scripts, images. In Express, you can put in place this functionality using the middleware express.staticPath, where the path parameter is the absolute path of the folder containing the assets. If you don't know what middleware is, don't worry, we will discuss in detail later. Basically, middleware are functions that intercept route handlers, adding some kind of information. A middleware needs to be mounted using the method app_use_path middleware function. The first path argument is optional. If you don't pass it, the middleware will be executed for all requests. Okay. Mount the Express static middleware to the path public with app_use. The absolute path to the assets folder is dir name plus public. Now your app should be able to serve a CSS style sheet. Note that public style.css file is referenced in the views.index in the project boilerplate. Your front page should look a little better now. Okay. Index. Let's stop it here. My apps here. Index. I don't know if it's my connection that is very poor today, or simply I don't like Replit. Oh, I'm thinking now about something. I wonder if Firefox is the best browser to use with Replit. Maybe, maybe this is it. Let me try here. Uh, for now, I don't have Chrome installed on my computer, and I don't know if I want to install Chrome here. Um, let's try Microsoft Edge. Replit.com. Login. Continue with GitHub. Okay, let's see if here it's better. Leave page. Okay, now we are here on Replit running on Microsoft Edge with its just Chrome behind the scenes, or Blink, better Blink. Let's see my app here. Okay, now let's go app.use. It needs to be path. Okay, the path here will be, let me see, index public. Okay, public, everything on public. My app path, everything on root public, and the middleware will be express dot static. And dir name plus slash public. I think this is it. Let's run. Okay, yeah, this is good. Now I can copy this address and paste it here. Okay, Nice. It's interesting. I started. I always start these lives speaking at a good volume, and as I'm working, I going speaking uh, calm, quieter and quieter. It's strange. Just think. Next lesson. Serve JSON on a specific route. While an HTML server serves HTML, an API serves data. REST representational state transfer API allows data exchange in a simple way without the need for clients to know any detail about the server. The client only needs to know where the resource is, the URL, and the action it wants to perform on it, the verb. The get verb is used when you are fetching some information without modifying anything. These days, the preferred data format for moving information around the web is JSON. Simply put, JSON is a convenient way to represent a JavaScript object as a string, so it can be easily transmitted. Let's create a simple API by creating a route that responds with JSON at the path /JSON. You can do it as usual with app-get method. Inside the route handler, use the method res.json, passing in an object as an argument. This method closes the request response loop, returning the data. Behind the scenes, it converts a valid JavaScript object into a string, then sets the appropriate headers to tell your browser that you are serving JSON, and sends the data back. A valid object has the usual structure: key, data. Data can be a number, a string, a nested object, or an array. Data can also be a variable or the result of a function call, in which case it will be evaluated before being converted into a string. Okay. Serve the object message hello JSON as a response in JSON format to get requests to JSON route. Then point your browse to your app URL /JSON. You should see the message on screen. Okay, let's see. I think I need to stop it here now. Okay. Now I will go here, app.get /JSON function. Oops, /JSON close. Okay. Function rec res res.json, and I simply put here a JavaScript object message hello JSON. Message hello JSON. I don't need to put everything around quotes here, because this is a valid JavaScript object, and it will be converted to a JSON valid format. Let's run. I think it's running. Let's put a slash. Let's put a slash. No. Can I? Can't. Can I? Oh my, opening a new tab. Now I can put a slash JSON here. Message hello JSON. Okay, it's good. I can copy this. I can put it here. Nice. Use the .env file. Oh, I'm on the half of a course here. Tô na metade de um curso aqui. Eu acho que em 15 minutos ou 20 eu termino. She's good now? Is she good now? Hello? What a lovely face. Hmm? Okay, it's my daughter. It's beautiful. It's most beautiful daughter anyone could have. Yeah. Yeah, here. Isn't she beautiful? Hmm? Oops. I love you. The .env file is a hidden file that is used to pass environment variables to your application. This file is secret. No one but you can access it, and it can be used to store data that you want to keep private or hidden. For example, you can store API keys from external services or your database URI. You can also use it to store configuration options. By setting configuration options, you can change the behavior of your application without the need to rewrite some code. The environment variables are accessible from the app as process.env.varName. The process.env object is a global node object, and variables are passed as strings. By convention, the variable names are all uppercase with words separated by an underscore. The .env is a shell file, so you don't need to wrap names or values in quotes. It's also important to note that there cannot be space around the equals sign when you are assigning values to your variables. Example, var name equals value. Usually, you put each variable definition on a separate line. Let's start an environment variable as a configuration option. Create a .env file in the root of your project directory and store the variable message style equals uppercase in it. Then, in the JSON get route handler you created in the last challenge, transform the response object to uppercase if process.env.messageStyle equals uppercase. The response object should either be message hello JSON or message hello JSON, depending on message style value, okay? If you are using Replit, you cannot create a .env file. Instead, use the built-in secrets tab to add the variable. Okay, so we can come here, secrets tab. There's secrets tab somewhere here. Secrets. Let's create it. Got it. Key. The key is message style, and the value is uppercase. Okay, now I can put can put here string equals equals hello world. Oh, sorry. Hello JSON. Here comes string and if process dot env dot message style equals to uppercase oops string to string equals to string to upper case. I think it's am I right? Am I right here? I don't remember. Let's stop and let's run it again. And let's reload here. No. Console.log string stop run. It didn't update my code. Got it. Files, my app. I want my app close. Markdown, introduction, my app, server, my app. Repo history, no. Run. Where's my, oh, okay. I need to get, reload. Hello, Jason. Oh, the problem is here. To upper, it's just to upper. Stop, run, reload. Oh my. Okay. Uh, JavaScript to uppercase. To uppercase. I write it correctly. Oh my. To uppercase. To uppercase. It's right. I do not know what's wrong. Hmm. Hmm. This is interesting. Hmm. Hmm. This comparison isn't working, and I don't know why. Maybe maybe it's a typo. No, it's not a typo. Mm, false. Why is this false? It's uppercase. Let's attribute it to a string before. Uh, that way. Uh, message style. Oh, I'm forgetting to declare my variables. Let's message style equals Okay. Now let's just compare this and put message style in here and false, uppercase. Message style is uppercase, but message style isn't equals to uppercase. Message style is uppercase, but it isn't equals to uppercase. Isn't this strange? There is a space in the end. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, this was the error. Okay. When I put the value here, I put with an and in the end. It was just this. Oh my. So let's just put it here. Message style. Okay. I don't need this console log here. And okay. Fine. I really need to stop this little how can I say it? This little annoyance. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think this is it for today. Uh, after trailing space that consumed almost half an hour of my life, I think this is the end for today. And thank you for follow me this video. If you watch it until here on YouTube, congratulations. You are a very patient person. If you follow me live, thank you too. It's a pleasure to have viewers here on Twitch, and you can see my video